I'm so excited about today. I'm so excited about today. You know why? Because today is late night shopping edition, and we have 25 plus cars for the GR86. It's not too late to join if you want to join. We're going to do some GR86 at Sebring. I'm just going to set a couple of things up. Just give me a second, and I will be with you. I will get into the voice channel so you can join me. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good week so far. Let's do this. Let's chuck that in there and throw this up here, and then open a window so I can chatteroony for the TikTok. Thank you very much in supporting me get to 100,000 followers on the YouTube. I do appreciate that. Greatly appreciated. Morning, Tiered. Hope you're well. Trying to get my trying to get the chat open for perhaps. All right, we're playing. I think that camera needs a bit more brightness. Ooh, it's out of focus as well. Way up. That camera out of focus. That's weird. That camera's not pulling focus, is it? There we go. Really weird. And there for a minute. What's going on with that camera? Strange. Strange things happening. Has been a while. Hey, Factus, how's it going? Hope you're well. Get over into this. This is open setup, so we need to load a setup. And we have one loaded. Great. I'm not going to qualify. I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to start from the back. Are you racing? You're racing tonight, aren't you, Tiered? Tick to Infinity does work very well for TTS, by the way, Tommy. You're very right. You are very right. But I've seen the abuse of it as well. And if you follow or you subscribe, you can join the voice channel in Discord and then just chat. Whereas we've had some experiences where when we open it up for text to speech, we've had some idiots come in and do idiot things. So typically, if you're a subscriber or if you follow on any of the channels, you can come join my Discord channel, and we play the Please Do Not Swear game. And you can just chat as you wish. Yes, it does work very well, but I've seen it not work. I've been doing this 2 years now. And whilst I appreciate the Tickfinity TTS, I've also seen its negatives as well. Yeah, whereas I have better control over Discord. So if you subscribe on any one of the channels, TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch, you can just come in. So that's how you hear the voices, people coming in and joining. It's for subscribers only. There's a subscribers only section on the Discord channel. Now that you've quit, you've got more time. Didn't know you quit. Are you looking for new stuff or what? Morning.
It's the middle of the night, but good morning.
Hey, Weston.
How you
How's it
doing,
going?
Bill?
I'm all right. You?
Just running my head into the wall practicing for Sebring.
What time you got?
It is, what, 3:45?
So my statement of morning is valid.
It's the middle of the night still. I mean, gosh.
3:45.
Anybody who has to wake up in the morning this early.
It's the AM, therefore. I'm being pedantic. I'm being pedantic.
I know, bud. I know. How you been?
I'm okay, actually. I'm excited for tonight. I'm genuinely excited for tonight. I think a couple of people picked up yesterday. I'm trying to reach across to get my gloves. I think a couple of people picked up yesterday. I was extremely annoyed. I was extremely annoyed to a degree at myself, but I was extremely annoyed with somebody else in a race at the end of the stream yesterday. I got sideswiped and spun back to 12th, and this is one of those races that in both the Mazda and the GR86, if you're not on the back of the pack, you're on your own. You know, you gotta stay
Fair
with
enough.
them and be in the draft. And I was then annoyed at myself for being annoyed on stream because I don't normally do annoyed on stream. Killian wants to know is the weather at Silverstone? Sunny skies here in Ireland. Yeah, it's there is an orange ball in the sky at the moment. I believe that the marshals on track are kind of trying to figure out what the hell it is and whether it'll be going away. I'm seriously thinking about getting the summer cars out. They're off the road legally at the moment. They're in storage, and I have to road register them again to put them back on the road. And I know as soon as I do that, we'll have 6 inches of snow like we've never had before. Morning is everywhere after you wake up, says Jan. If you don't go to bed, you're still in yesterday. That's how he sees it.
That's how I see it. Yes, sir.
That sounds fair enough. I can go with that. I can live with that.
So I got invited to do my first endurance with one like a side team from
Cool.
the pole boys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm absolutely hating this Merc, but I'm trying to get used to it.
You doing the 4R?
I got invited to do the 12.
Oh, it's Sebring. Oh, cool. Yeah, just stay on the black, stay on the walls for Sebring, right? It's an attrition track. You know what I mean? It's watch turn 15 and watch the hairpin.
I personally have never done an endurance, and I haven't really run the GT3s all too much.
Huh?
So I've been running it relentlessly since I got asked if I wanted to do it on Sunday.
Or are you trying to figure one out for yourself?
So they haven't. I've just been running fixed for right now. So I got my times down to about a 2:01.3 or a 2:01.6.
Okay. Are you plugged? You're plugged into my Garage 61?
I am, but I don't know why they haven't updated.
Who hasn't updated?
I've noticed that some of the settings are there from your Garage 61 for some of my cars and some of the tracks, but not all of them.
Okay, but what I was going to say is if you dive into Garage 61, you can pull a setup for a decent time and try it out rather than running fixed, because fixed will be quite understeery and dull.
Oh, okay, that's good info. I didn't realize I could
setups are available
pull them directly.
Yeah, you can
from
go
61.
You can go and see. Now I expect the first top 10 will probably have their setups locked out, but you can go and pull like a top, maybe a top 20 setup and try it. You'll see that there's a lock on the setups or a no lock on the unlocked on the setup, if that makes sense. I'm failure to speak English today, but you know what I mean. And then you can try a setup out, but at least you have something to work off, because the fixed setup is pretty dull.
The race starts in 90 seconds.
You also got to treat the Mercedes as it is front mid-engined, so it's a mid-engine car, not a front-engine car.
So
its weight transfer is really weird. Sorry, go on.
I know, I agree. I was talking a little bit about that with Kyle McGinnis, and we were kind of like diving into it just so to get a real understanding.
Yeah.
And he was like, look at the seating position on the Merc and look on it on any other car. He's like, you're literally sitting on the right tires, which he was correct.
Yeah.
You are sitting very far back.
I have first-hand experience of that car. I worked around that car for a while.
And I picked up the only other GT3 that I own, which was the Z01, and that thing handles like a breeze. It's like I'm going for a Sunday drive.
Race starts in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's dull. It is dull. I'm just trying to see.
It just doesn't feel like it feels like I can actually turn the car. I don't know. It just feels like you have no turning radius in this Merc.
Well, you're running a fixed setup. So running a fixed setup, it will be very understeery. It will be very understeery in its fixed setup mode. Whereas that car is actually quite rear centric from a drive point of view. A lot of torque, you just ride the torque on it.
Rolling start, get ready.
It's a great car. Like, I know the guys at HWA who run them, and they're gonna miss it because they're losing that normally aspirated 6.2 litre engine this year. I think they were actually meant to lose it a couple of years back, and they managed to hang on to it. They're gonna have to go to the 4 litre turbocharged. Morning, Metzi. But I've got photos of that engine.
I gotta turn you up a bit. Once I have some engines rolling, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sure, man.
For nothing. No, so I just figured I'd run a different track to kind of break my brain of the Sebring practice. I don't know how people practice like that relentlessly. That's all I've been doing for 3 days, and my mind feels like mush.
Yeah, it's something I'm not guilty of. I tend to not do practice because I find it demoralizing. I just go out there and do it. I haven't even qualified for this race, but we'll figure it out. Morning, Grace. I hope you're well. We are at the back of the pack in the GR86. See if we can make some I signed up to a 10 o'clock race and then had to take a phone call and missed the race, so I think I've lost 100 points.
It just feels vastly different than anything else I've ever driven.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I say, I can't stress enough, my advice would be get out of that fixed setup and get an open setup on it.
Okay, let me see if I can do that between the race and the...
So if you click on the search button in Garage61, click on the link in Discord, it'll take you straight to the website. And click on the search.
Right, I already have Garage 61 up.
Yeah, and then
so
just
let's go back.
Pull the track you want on the car you want, and then you'll see on the right hand side, you'll see the stats, and you'll see a lock or an unlocked lock.
Yeah, it'll be under setups, or will it be under teams?
I'd go search for the track in the car first. I'd open the search bar. We can do it after this race together. I can do it on the screen and show you. I'm just trying to run it from memory, but I'd go search. I'd use the magnifying glass and pick the circuit in the car. And then I would look at the top times, and then across on the right hand side of that you'll see that there's track data, weather data, and then there'll be a setup, and there'll be a lock over the setup or no lock over the setup. It'll allow you to download it. Hey, the Crow has just joined. Hello, the Crow.
We need to catch car number 28.
There are no BMWs in this race.
All right, Billy, get ready. Go, go, go.
Hey, Tomas. Hope you're well.
Right side. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Good damage.
finished.
attempt is GT3. I couldn't find it through. I was looking, but
I'll show you how to
There's
do it
some things
afterwards.
that are-
After this race, I'll show you how to do it.
there's some things on 61 that are very particular, and you have to like know how to do them, or you don't know them. You know,
Yeah.
it was showing a new driver how to like understand his driving lines and compare them and stuff like that. He was doing really well. Been spending quite a bit of time in the whole Discord just because
Gotcha.
there's always somebody in there and someone to bounce ideas off of.
Yeah, their Discord manager is really good. I'd like to get ours as active as theirs is.
Position. Ahead is now.
Yeah, you know, and when I see you in and I'm on, I always try to jump in.
No, I
but
appreciate
you're
that.
not- You're not always.
Because I do 6 hours doing streaming, and then it's like you gotta have family time as well, right?
No, for sure. I just meant not always
Yeah, yeah.
when you're streaming. Are you on Discord?
Yeah.
Can say, sadly, I've been. I mean, not sadly, but in your sense, I've been driving more than I've been watching anybody
That's all right.
drive. It's a good problem to have, I suppose.
Yeah, man.
Left side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Last season was my first full season.
Oh, we've gone
going
in.
up there.
Oh, we've gone in heavy.
What track you running on the
Sebring.
GR?
This car is mellow.
Oh.
The rating is 1.6.
Big slide through turn 15. Big slide.
P9.
Got crossed up.
I've noticed you're kind of like a chameleon. You tend to drive everything.
Car's a car at the end of the day.
Car in front of us is Mayer. Their rating is
But as I was saying before I interrupted you, my first season went pretty strong. My IR didn't go up quite as much as I wanted, but I got to B class in sports cars and C class in Formula.
Fair
So
play, dude. Well done.
it's productive.
On your right.
You always keep that beautiful blue on your A's. It looks
Ah.
nice.
I try. Don't always succeed. I've been as far down as C.
position. Don't let him through.
I didn't think I was going to get there with Formula, but I leveled up and I took to the F4s really well. They're a beautiful car to drive.
They
I
just
have
break
nothing
easy.
but good things to say about them.
My issue with them is from a streaming point of view. If I damage one, I'm out of a race. So if you're out of a race, what are you doing for the stream?
There.
That's kind of why I jump from car to car. Is how do I keep a schedule on a stream going? I mean, I know this race
That's
finishes
probably
at
how you
quarter past.
why you
and-
keep it so safe too.
Yeah, and I'm reading like I'm not the greatest because I'm like we left when Monday night we finished the stream and I was on 1.5 and I went and did a couple of races, Bathurst in the Cup car without the cameras, without the lights. Because I got 2 lights glaring in my eyes at the moment. You know, and I finished up after a couple of races at 3.5 with my A license, so my A license was intact.
There's 20 minutes to go. 20
It's
minutes.
different, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking at who's joining, I'm reading 3 streams, I'm talking to you, I'm
of
thinking
course.
about the guy who's just said, you did that wrong, you can do this. You know? Paul Gooseman says, safe, don't kid yourself. Billy isn't a safe driver.
4.18.
I was at 1 something Monday I was at 1 something. Don't exaggerate. Hey Pat, hope you're well.
I think I've made a horrible mistake.
Morning. Tommy got the C license yesterday, should be in B class later today. Keep it up, Tommy.
You can always use time trials to get up if you don't want to worry about losing too much SR to get your MRS, I think it is called, MSR.
MRP? I never. Do you know I've never done time trials?
I did that to get to B class because getting in a GT3 and getting in it safely and trying to get it up real quick, or I'm sorry, from peak up or anything like that is difficult. So I ran a couple of C class in the Advanced Cup, and then once my SR was close enough, I just finished it out with the time trial. Time trials count for 0.35 SR for each corner instead of 1.0 like a race, yeah.
My traction on or off? It's on. What's it doing on? Hey, Alan. Billy has a tendency to squeeze people out, apparently, when I'm overtaking. I like that reputation.
That lap was at 24.67.
He's like, yeah, keep telling people that so they're scared.
Think twice. Four seconds to P8 though, that's the problem. Gotta be able to catch that bunch. We haven't got long to do it. 17 minutes.
P9.
We finished P3 in the NIS. Well done. 0x 147 laps. What'd you do? Sit in the pits? Come on, Kev. It's teasing when you can see them.
Okay, Billy.
I think my biggest issue with learning these GT3s
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
is the negative space of like pedal input.
Yeah.
The neutral, no brake, no gas, just that. I don't know. It's just something hard to break. Maybe for a newer driver, it's frustrating because I know I'm destroying my fronts,
15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go.
and I'm not letting myself get into a turn more as much as I should with this.
Our strategy when we do endurance is we do tires and fuel anyway. So run them.
That's fair. I don't even know how long of a stint I'm going to be doing.
I'd expect
was
an hour.
in a-
You know, expect an hour stint minimum.
Yeah, see, I've never done an endurance race, so when
How
I
many
got
drivers you
asked to
got?
do it, 6, I believe, in the team.
6?
Yes.
Wow, that's too many for 12.
I don't know if there's alternating, or that's just how many are in our Discord. So
Right.
I think it's anywhere
with
from
6.
4
I'll
to
be running. With 6, I'll be running 2 cars. 24 we put 4 in. No more.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do the 2 hours by myself or the 3 hours, whichever one it is. The one that's coming up this next week.
Yeah. The issue you'll have, especially if you're in a bucket, is toilet breaks. Because obviously when you sit for 2 hours in a rig, you're sitting in a bucket, you're pressing on your kidneys.
I sit in a car all day long anyways, mate.
Yeah, but a road car is different from a bucket seat.
My cheap Viver seat. Plus I play in VR as well.
Yeah, that's going to be taxing as well on you, right? Sebring a circuit for muggles, you reckon, Joe? Sounds to me like you're underestimating Sebring, Joe. You obviously haven't done a 12-hour round here. Like if I told you, Joe, Sebring is used by a lot of car manufacturers, race teams for testing because it's so tough. It's tough on the driver, it's tough on the chassis. It's brutal. Brutal on the driver and it's brutal on the chassis. A lot of teams come in here out of season to test cars. Test carbon chassis and see if they crack and whatnot. If muggles means amateurs, you're wrong. Talk to Christensen or Alec McNish, I'm sure they'll disagree with you too. Hey, Dave. Get up and stretch off, and you're right. I can do about 2 hours in the rig before I need a restroom break. Well, I'm ill. I used to be able to do 3.
I don't know. I do about 4 to 6 hours
Wow.
in my VR every day. Minimal breaks, I'd say.
You've done 12 hours in rigs in the last 2 days. I do 6
I
hours
do
in a
about
rig every day.
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours a day in the VR. Oh, don't hit.
I think the longest stints we've done is we've done 27 hours streaming, had 3 hours sleep, and then we did 4 hours of an endurance race, which was 5 hours additional streaming. So I had 3 hours off air and came back for the 5 hours for the NEC race. Or 6 hours or whatever it is to cover the 4-hour race. D Hoo-Ha! How's it going? Hope you're well. DJ Hoo-Ha even. So DJ Hoo-Ha messaged me, I hope you don't mind me sharing the message, DJ,
8th place.
and said he was a bit disappointed to hear that my minimum recommendation for a wheelbase is 20 Newton meters, as he was looking at 9. So I wanted to share my reasoning with everyone. It's not a elitist thing, it's a logic thing of I believe in buying something once rather than buying the same thing 3 times. And I have a very simple approach in life. If I can't afford it, I'm not having it. Now, not everybody's to that. I am impatient. Amazon is my best friend. I was ordering stuff at 11 o'clock last night. But if we talk about, for example, 5 Newton meter wheels, and funny enough, Invoke was saying to me today, Invoke has limited mobility, and 5 Newton meters is more than enough for a person who can only use one arm. But I was saying that I would rather not have a DD base at 5 Newton meters and have a G29 than try and use a 5 Newton meter because I can't wait to buy a 20 Newton meter. Because you are ultimately going to end up upgrading that. And to me, that's a false economy.
You've used half your fuel.
I would rather, if I haven't got a base, that's a different question. But if I've got a G29 or something similar, a Thrustmaster or whatever, I would rather say to you, stick with that. Get yourself a rig and some pedals, and then look to upgrade your steering wheel when you can afford it. Because your steering wheel isn't going to make the same impact as a rig or pedals will. Now, in regards to the 20 Newton meter recommendation, you are not going to be running a 5 Newton meter at full capacity. Otherwise, you'll burn the motor out. And 9 Newton meters is only really going to get you about 5 Newton meters of useful, maybe 7 Newton meters of usefulness. Whereas 20 Newton meters will get you 15 to 18 Newton meters of usefulness, if that makes sense. Because when your wheel clips, we call it clipping when you hit a bump and it peaks. I've just seen my force feedback go to 60% there as I hit that curb. You will spike past the threshold that you've set.
It's now 82 Fahrenheit.
And if you have it set to 9 and it tries to spike past, it will just kill the motor. I don't mean break the motor, it will just stop the motor. It's called clipping.
Yeah, it just feels like nothing or
It just goes
roughness
dead,
at the same
in a
time.
dead spot. Whereas if you had a 15 Newton meter wheel and wheelbase and you were running it at 9, you've got some headroom to clip into. You won't feel the clip.
Or
Also-
your base gets really hot like my 10 Newton
Exactly.
meter does.
Also, no, I disagree. I don't think 15 is enough. I'm running this card over 15. Because obviously the other thing that happens is if you use a longer wheel boss, you'll need more torque to feel it. Depends on your setup, you see. There's no right rule. And that's why I'm saying if you get something like 20 Newton meters, it gives you options. Hey GD, thanks very much. Hope you're well. Yeah, I probably started with way too much fuel. So yes, I adjust exactly as you say, Altian, I adjust the wheelbase to 100% and I set the force feedback in the wheel in the software to what I want. That's the correct way of doing it. Adjust it in the game, set the wheel to wide open. It's a bit like having a 500 brake horsepower car using 40 to 50 round town
There's an incident in.
and having the rest on top rather than having the rest on top as in reserve. So if somebody's got a calculator, they can do the maths for me. I'm currently running... Somebody wants to divide 36.6 by 25 and tell me what that is. 1.5? 1.6? Morning, Wilksy. 1.464. Now divide 25 by 1.464. So I'm currently using 17 Newton meters of torque. Now, I've got a 100mm wheel boss on this, so I'm probably losing some of that torque from the base to the wheel. But it feels right. I can feel the bumps. I don't have a dead space at the center of the wheel. I feel more in control of the tires.
So Jen behind is increasing. It's now 2.0 V8. Okay, Billy, the next car is Baker B license. Their rating is 2.0.
The other thing to take into account is the radius of my wheel. In this car, I'm using a 310mm wheel. 300 or 310, I think it is. Marvin only works in certain wheelbases, Rob. Like, the recommendation is don't run Marvin on a Simicube.
1.7.
Thanks for following, Elton.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Incident tower. There's a faster class car approaching. Slippery surface flag, be careful.
I have a guy telling me in Italian that I intentionally wrecked him. I'm like, I'm not even near you, dude. What are you talking about?
What was that about Marvin's? Marvin only works with certain, is only recommended for certain wheelbases. It's generally accepted that you don't run Marvin's with Simicube. Not necessary. And I believe the new wheels that have, what do they call it? Conditional base force feedback or whatever it is even worse. Hey Scott Tolson, this is Race Labs. Yeah, guys blame me all the time. No one intentionally wrecks anyone. It's very seldom you see it. That DJ Defcat I hear. Yeah, hello DJ Defcat.
White flag, 1 more to go.
Yeah, Pudge. Morning, Yumi. It's a loud meow. Even I can hear that over my noise-cancelling headphones. What wheelbase you were in Z1000? I think Marvin's, and I've never used Marvin, so I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I think Marvin's was designed for when there wasn't 360 hertz of feedback coming through the wheels.
Would you know what REP stands for? He direct messaged me.
Maybe he meant RIP. I'd ignore him.
I don't know.
Or rep his report. I wouldn't worry about it. Good, did she use it?
Ahmed has won the race.
On your right. Clear right.
Let's have a look and see how much fuel I've got left. One and a half gallons.
P8.
3 laps too many.
That's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
Right, 1x. We lost 16 iRacing. We lost 16 iRacing. But we started out losing 80 iRacing, so I can't, yeah. Could have been better, could have been quicker.
Stay into the session.
Everyone needs, people get butthurt too easily. He's probably overreacting anyway. Yeah. No, I'd agree with that. He probably is overreacting. Not you, the person who's threatening to report. You know, I think I've reported 2 people in 8 years.
You know, every time I've thought I should report somebody, I look at it over again and I'm just like, that could have been a mistake, and I just try to let it go.
The one that gets me the most is when people go, "Why did you brake check me?" If you've been brake checked in real life, you'll know what brake checking is. Because it usually involves swapping insurance details. If you haven't, you've got no idea. And just because somebody braked where you weren't expect, half the problem in iRacing is, and you, Ollie says I just can't be asked to report them. I'm exactly the same. Hey Ollie, how's it going? Half the thing is, if you're not expecting, when you race, you have to expect somebody to hit the brakes at any time, not where you expect you to brake. Not the way the world works.
100%.
You know what I mean? If that guy wants to brake at a 300 marker, that's his problem, not yours. You got to deal with it. And I don't know how many times I've heard people say, "Oh, you brake too early there," or "You don't brake where I brake," or "Why did you brake there?" They broke there because, you know, that's where they need to brake.
That's where my line dictated.
Good to hear you, Ali. I hope you're well. Thanks for dropping in. I do appreciate it. So we gained 0.1 and we lost 16 iRating. So we're up to 3.47. Yeah, safety rating again. We're fixed. I'm staying away from the open cup cars because I won. Jerry says he's only reported once in 4 years. He chased you for a full lap and intentionally wrecked. Yeah, I had a guy who came sailing across Silverstone to do that. I had a guy who came across sailing across. He missed. He missed. Tried to take me out and he missed. Funny. Found it very funny, actually. Quite low. There's 10,000 people online. There's quite low attendance on some of the races. There's 18 for Sebring so far. Interesting enough, there's only 4 people signed up for. Only 4 people signed up for the Cup car. I think I might go do some Cup car practice and then pull out before the start of the race. And get the next 45 race. What's the next 45? Silverstone? We could do a little bit of, actually, why don't we do a little bit of practice with Silverstone before? Yeah, Pudge. Why don't you just sit down and chill out, dude? Dive into Delara. Swap the wheel out. Swig of the cold tea.
I thought cold tea in Europe was a faux pas.
I drink tea anyway it comes. To be fair, Europeans don't drink tea. Most places you go in Europe, they'll have coffee over tea. Because they use ultra high temperature milk. The creamer isn't really used outside the States as far as I'm aware. Germany uses like a creamer for coffee, but they also use ultra high temperature milk, which is, you know, it's doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's not fresh. It's long life milk, effectively. Is this some sort of tournament? No, I just stream 6 hours a day, every day, 6 days a week. Hello, hope you're well. There is a league on tonight if you want to join. If you've got iRacing you want to join, I'm running a GR86 league. We've got about 25, 26 entrants into it. And we have a Porsche Cup League on Sundays, and we will have a 4-hour Mazda MX-5 Endurance League starting the end of the month. And we have a deaf cat in the background who's making lots of noise. I can't see him. Oh, is he stuck in? Dude. Let's get him out. That's DJ Deaf Cat. Yeah, hang on a second. I think he's stuck. He is very loud. He's deaf. Now. Close the door. You closed the door. What did you do that for? I got you. Go. All right. Door open. He closed the door on himself. Now, he has the door open. You're all witness to this. DJ Defcat doesn't get enough screen time. He has his own camera. What's on? He has his own GoPro. We'll turn it back on after lunch and see if he comes in. Here. Around here and sit down. Now he's wrecking my lighting.
I'm watching the guy who said that he's going to report me absolutely demolish one guy.
The Pete tongue of cats it is, yes. Yeah, look, it's usually a them problem, not a you problem. That's the thing you got to take away from it. I've got lumbar support. You can get lumbar support for bucket seats. Talking to somebody at the moment about getting a new insert for my seat. He means no harm. Who's Morbin Kyle?
Are you doing something right now, Billy? Can I get your 2 cents?
Yeah, sure. You wanna throw it up on the shared screen in Discord?
Yes, sir. Just a moment.
Are you happy for me to stream it, or would you prefer I didn't?
It makes no difference to me.
Right, that's
Okay, so just for context, I'll take you back to show you what he did.
I'll put this just on the stream so we can see it, I guess. Lumber, yeah, you can get
You
lumber
can-
for a
you-
bucket seat.
You can show it to your stream all you want. I don't care.
Where are we? Alton? Yeah, Alton. Alton Park. You're the Porsche? Lumber is the piece that supports your lower back, Jan. Dude, do not go near that camera. About to be a dead cat.
Joseph, you are intentional o ahora no? Porque me das 2 veces, ¿eh? 2 veces, ¿eh?
Okay, which one's you?
¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Qué ha pasado?
The leader's
Right.
just done a 151.60.
I look for this. I what? O sea, me golpea 2 veces. O sea, en una curva anterior.
You're the Porsche
me
or the
golpea.
McLaren or what?
Vuelve a acelerar, me vuelve a golpear en la misma curva. Y luego en 2 curvas más para adelante, se vuelve a.
I can't hear
me
you,
vuelve a
dude. In
golpear
case you're
en la
talking, I can't hear
frenada
you.
Y me vuelve a tirar. O sea, no entiendo. Joder, no, es que no sé, espérate, voy a mirar cómo se mira esto de los incidentes. ¿Eso dónde se pone? Eso tú allá.
Yeah, I don't know what they're saying in French or Spanish.
Spanish.
Pues dime,
Yes.
yo no es por, solo por ver, ya te digo, yo no sé ni manejar ni nada. Yo sé qué sé.
Which car are you?
La vuelta 7. Ya te pueden correr.
I'm the pink car. So he already has damage.
Okay.
And
So he's
as
already done that
coming in-
McLaren? He already spun with that McLaren?
yeah, that he already did in that McLaren.
Okay.
See,
Well, the
I have
McLaren
way
did
more
him more
pace.
than anything else, but yeah.
And
go
he
on.
almost, so I didn't mean to run into him, and he just stops. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm supposed to do.
Estoy ni Guiri con el otro, pues al final me he tenido que dar, porque llevaba todo el rato girando.
And this is what he does after.
Yo frenando, para no golpearlo, para no golpear. Y en la... A ver, te he puesto a ti la vuelta... ¿Es antes
Yeah, he's
de la
waiting to
vuelta
take you
5
out.
o después de la vuelta 5? En la 7, ¿no? Han dicho.
Morning, Mamba.
And this is where it goes really bad. So I try to move over as much as I can. He
Yeah.
takes him out. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to look out.
Yeah.
And then the guy next to me spins.
He's waiting for the McLaren. He wants retaliation on the McLaren.
Con el Mercedes y el chino.
Yeah. Ignore him.
Ah, vale, espérate, a ver.
Ignore him. Fact is says he speaks fluent Spanish and he's translated it and said he misses you and he loves you very much.
A ver. This is the
You did
race
nothing wrong.
replay.
Just ignore him. He'll go away. He'll go away. Stop that.
No tiene sentido que me golpee y luego siga otra vez golpeándome. Es que no tiene sentido.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about it, dude. I was on the grid. I was at the back of it. I was on the back of the grid at Sebring. I didn't qualify now, and I finished 8th or 9th, I think it was. Let's fix it up. A foggy day at Silverstone. What a surprise. Get down into the seat. None of my camera setups are loading. If anybody else is suffering the same problem, let me know.
Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour.
You finished 4th. Well done.
It thinks it is clear. Don't cross the line. Disengage limiter. Please, Billy.
Hey, flying around. Haven't seen you all. You looking forward to this weekend, my friend?
It's different hearing Spanish from Spain. It sounds so much different than the Spanish they speak here.
Because you speak Hispanic there, not Spanish.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a mixed up.
Yeah. Spanish would class it as a different language. Dialects are different and the grammar's different as well. Spellings are different.
Yeah, everything's different for sure. But it sounds like the way they're speaking almost has like Italian as well, just because of the way that they say it. I'm almost not necessarily the dialect, but just
No,
like
Italian has more flavour to it. Italian has more of a flair to their words. Allora, it's all kind of ciao, come stai, tu bene? Whereas Spanish is like hola, ¿qué tal? It's all snappy.
that for as bad of a race as that was, I'm surprised I didn't lose more iRating and safety rating. That's okay. We'll just keep it where it is. The more I race this car, the more I hate this mark.
Uh-huh. Busy few weeks coming up also with a lot of Dublin airport runs. What are you doing down in Dublin?
Billy, are you in a race right now, or would you have a minute to share your screen and show me
Practicing.
the Garage 61?
Yeah. Let's do that. Hang on a second. Just go back to the garage. Right, Garage 61. So the quickest way for me to get to Garage 61 is I go to my Discord channel. You watch my stream, yeah? Go to my Discord channel. Just save me sharing screen.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have your stream up.
Okay, let me see if I can share the screen. Hang on a second. Share screen. Let's do that one. Right. Okay. Right. So I go to Garage 61. I open the web page. I'm gonna have to share a different screen now. BillyOirish Racing. That. And then I go search. So I go to home, laps, search. I'm looking at Delara 217.
I didn't know that search was like
Delara 217, Silverstone, and then you can see there's a setup piece. And the setups are locked, and then their number 10 is it 149888 is an open setup. I can click on that.
Okay.
Oh, that's a commercial setup, so it's got money next to it. Whereas there's a setup there. Let's see if I can find an open setup. Hang on a second. So there's a setup there, number 20, and it gives me the setup, and I can add it to my setup so I can compare it. Hey, Krishan, hope you well.
Okay, and it'll save this the file as
add to my
such
setups,
under
and I
my-
can put it in my personal setup, so I can put it in BillyOirish Racing, so everybody can get it.
Okay, cool.
Make
Okay,
sense?
that seems simple enough. Yes, sir.
Cool. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Stop that screen sharing now. Parents are away in Australia, cool. And then you're away to Spa?
Pit exit looks clear. Limiter still on. Disengage it.
I'm doing Le Mans again this year. Why would you do that to yourself? I wouldn't deliberately rent an EV if my life depended on it.
Oh, that's a bit strange.
Fair play. I did 4 years with an EV. You know what I did afterwards? I bought a C63. You'll spend most of your time driving around looking for working electric pumps.
And if they have like a little logo next to the setup, that's a paid setup, right?
If they have a coin next to it, they have a paid setup. If it's a yellow one, it's fast and go or stop or go or what do they call them? Hymo or somebody. If they have a lock, it's you ain't getting it.
Okay.
Just basically looking for the spanner on its own.
Please, Billy.
I think you need to do your homework about IDT3s. I know a guy who has 6 of them with problems. You think your Tiguan's bad? Got a fleet of 6 for a company and he's got nothing problems with all 6.
You're back. I'm gonna go use John.
They're not very reliable. Yeah, we've got a C63. I looked at an E63, but I didn't need it. Doesn't mean all the charges are working though, Ryan. We had that as well. Sitting around waiting to charge as well. I did it last year with a friend, Sport Turismo. And 12 years on, the problems are still the same. But you know, you don't know till you try it. Just make sure wherever you're staying has a charger nearby. Malmedy and Trois Points and all the places around Spa aren't exactly the biggest places on the planet. Liège is probably the next big city to it. Maybe Verviers. Hey Shawina, I'm currently using 27s. We're gonna upgrade that when we upgrade the rig. What? You get 7 free bays and none of them are working? Triple 45s we're gonna go for. Providing we can run triple 45 5K 2Ks off a 5090. Otherwise it's back to the drawing board. Because I like my frame rate.
Far left. Clear left.
I believe this lap, cut the track.
May need to campaign for tips, you can do. I can see my house from here. Shawina, what are you talking about 49-inch screen for?
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Sector 2's a second off the pace.
Hey Daniel.
Clear right.
Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Left 5. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
How far back are you? Salut, Yannick. You racing tonight, Yannick?
Slippery surface flag. Careful.
Where? Isn't a lawnmower? I never said that in the driver's briefing. This is my backyard.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Alright, Billy, we need to watch these track limits.
Sebring, bon. GR86 Daytona. Practice, would you be a gent? Use your time at the Commonwealth. Translate for me. Ask Yannick if he's coming racing tonight. And don't bring up the Rainbow Warrior. Hey Rick James, hope you're well. That's what I said. That's what I meant. Goddamn French intelligence. Bocek is doing 150s. What chat is disabled? I'm not aware that the overlay has it disabled. No, it's probably a Streamlabs issue. Probably a Streamlabs issue. Yeah, Yumi. I can see it now, though. I can see it here. Can you not see it? Is it not coming up? This is the LMP2. We're racing tonight in the GR86. You can register at BillyOirish.com/GR86. It's free to enter. We have 25 cars on the grid. It's Daytona tonight, so it's going to be drag. We are going streaming and we are going drafting. Sean's going to be there tonight. Text chat. Yeah, no, I wasn't aware that text chat was disabled. It isn't disabled on my end. It might well be a Streamlabs issue. I'm using Streamlabs for the text chat. I can try and kick it back into life. Showing on my screen.
See
Hello,
what the
fish cakes.
setup's like. Give it a go.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my last race before lunch.
My missus had an early appointment, so I just figured I'd stay up and just take her.
Ah, so you don't see TikTok because TikTok doesn't share. TikTok doesn't like to share its chat. It doesn't play well with others. So I'm talking to people that you can't see because I'm on TikTok. I do apologize. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. And TikTok doesn't play well with others. It doesn't want to share its chat. Apologies, yes. And I'm kind of running out of places to put it, if that makes sense. If I dragged it over here, we'd just end up with it crowded. And it's already, it's like, where do I put it? Oh.
Checkered flags out. P4.
What I should do
I
more
kn-
is what I should do more is I should read out what they're saying. For example, Tommy says I can see the little bit about the foot cam. Is that what I'm talking about? Yes, it is. Top right hand corner, not too much going on there. What? Just get rid of this guy over here. We could just get rid of that guy. And then we could just put it over there, couldn't we? We could just whack it in over there. Much better now.
If I get a report, I'll get an email, yeah?
You're thinking too much about it, dude.
I'm just keeping it on the back of my mind.
I wouldn't. It's rent free. I wouldn't let it worry you.
Yeah, but I did go against sporting code because I started cussing at him. I didn't like, I was just like, what the fuck was that?
Seriously. First of all, just watch it on the stream because the algorithms really don't like it. And second of all, I wouldn't worry about it. Move on. It's rent free.
Sorry, I forget.
That's all right. It's all right. It's all right, dude. All right. But yeah, don't worry about it. When it happens, it happens. I think I got caught speeding the other day. When it happens, it happens. Get rid of the back of my head, leave my face. People like seeing my steering wheel. Hello, Mr. Mute. You know something that's really discriminatory, Invoke? I expected more from you.
We've got 2 laps. Let's get this
You're
done.
not mute, you're verbally challenged, alright? The report I got in Bathurst. You know, I can't even remember the report I got in Bathurst. I got reported once for flashing my lights too much. Oh, we did get reported in Bathurst, didn't we? I'm trying to remember what that was now. I've completely parked that one.
Oh, that's odd. I downloaded it and saved it to the BillyOirish 61, but it's not coming up.
Go to shared.
No, I meant like I already saved it. I'm looking for it in
Yeah, but when you open your setups, open shared software, the setups, not my setups.
oh, oh, okay. Nothing's. Because when I go to official setups, even just the regular ones come up.
Yeah, so
I
it'll
go
be
to
in my
my
setups.
setups.
It'll be in my setups or shared setups. So just save it to your setups then. Killian also gets reported for flashing his lights too much as well, yeah. Killian works in a lighthouse. I'll tell you something. If you race at night, I raced around here at night. My first ever endurance race was at Silverstone at 20 past 12 at night. I was told, flash your lights like a mofo.
Oh, that's weird. The setup name is fixed. Oh, that's odd. Maybe that's why. That's odd. It just comes. The name of the file is called fixed.
Does the owner decide to call it fixed? They do that to hide the setup sometimes, or they'll vary a fixed one and then never change the name.
Yeah, there was multiples that their names were fixed.
Yeah. Because they use fixed as a baseline.
Do you have a series you consider more fond over another for yourself?
Porsche Cup.
Even with the new Porsche?
Yeah. Especially with the new Porsche. Never thought I'd say that.
My buddy Joey Litriano, he always is just, he's like, I don't even know what to drive because he just detests the P-Cup so much now compared to what it was.
I think it's much better in rotation. It's much better braking.
Oh my god, you're right. Oh my gosh. There's way more rotation with this setup. It doesn't feel like the wheel's trying to bounce out of my hand.
What question is that, Carl? That's a great. Thanks for following. You did 6 days a week? What a busy weekend this weekend.
It literally feels like I took 2 tons off the front end of this car, and I'm just doing a warm-up lap.
Favorite car combo is Cup car and Nürburgring. So I haven't tried the new Cup car on the Nürburgring, but
The NURBS is on my bucket list to learn the track.
Just breaking into sections. Hey, Vinny, hope you're well. We are slow. 152. I am running. I'm running it, but I'm looking for a reliable, fast peak-up partner. Ronan's going to do it with me during the night, but I need a daytime stream. How are we doing? We're out our back garden in an LMP2. I can literally hear my own car from here.
Should I need much adjustments to traction or ABS?
I set traction to 3. ABS I tend to run quite low. I happen to know somebody who's that's their office, and they set traction to 3. In the dry, they set traction to 3. Hey, you're getting better.
Thank you for showing me, Billy. That was invaluable.
That's the end of the session. P3.
There's
Because
no
I've
I
seen
in the
them
leaving.
come up under your. I've seen them come up in my setups with a file under your name for the team.
Yeah.
But I had never added anything, so I just figured it added it itself.
No. You got to remember it. They treat it like a simulator. Even your seating position is default. So everything is, you know, when you get the car, like, and I'm wondering, because it's not far off the setup I run, I wonder if the new upgrade has taken my camera settings and loaded them by default into each profile rather than me loading them. Because when I buy a new car, I normally set up a profile, and when I bought the Audi, it wouldn't let me load a profile. It was really weird. It would let me save it, but it wouldn't let me load it. Actually, I should talk to them while I'm off air about that. Because obviously, just like a real car, when you buy a car, the seat is sitting in a position, it might not be your position. You're getting there, Invoke. Rolling start. It looks like there's only 3 LMP2s. That's why I'm third. But at least I'm guaranteed a podium. Right? Oh no, there is a 4th car. I'm not guaranteed a podium. I've bought the TCR, I haven't run it yet. The old TCRs were horrible. New camera, new Audi is new car, no setup camera to load. I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you might be misunderstanding what I'm saying. I created a setup, but it's not loading it.
67 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 65.
It's not loading the setup that I created.
This is a rolling start. We need to follow car number 11.
That is my point. Watch out for weavers and seamsters.
Race car speed is 41 miles per hour.
Hey, Eugene.
Concentrate. Be ready. Green, green, green.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, Billy. The next car is Tokyo.
It definitely feels like it gives the back end a little bit more looseness, but in a good way.
Yeah, it's a very rear end car.
I mean, with the setup, it definitely opens it up a little bit. Like, I didn't do a perfect lap. I did a 2027, which is about a second off my fastest, but on fresher tires, like on lap, that was just my second lap, and I managed to do that. So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Do you have a GT3 that you like in particular?
I like the AMG, and I'm a Porsche and AMG fanboy, so it'll be one of the two.
That's fair. I haven't driven the Porsche GT3.
It's a bit of a rule mistress.
Fair enough.
Mind is increasing. It's now 1.2.
I feel like that's how this Merc is.
Incident in the loop.
You love the Mercedes in the rain.
There's an incident in Bluefield. Yellow flag.
I'm here at the end of the month. Hey Jack, hope you're well. You racing tonight, Jack?
You've just done a 152.
Locked up. No problem, Invoke. What's tonight? The GR86 League. Daytona in the GR86s. Got 25, 26 cars registered.
Red yellow flag. Debris on the track.
Daytona or Silverstone? Try go around Silverstone at night with poor lights.
on lap 15. We didn't record any pit timings. The fuel estimates might not be reliable.
Car right. Clear right.
Thank you.
On your left. Clear left.
The gap to Allo behind is increasing. It's now 3.6 seconds.
Car right. Clear right.
There's a faster car approaching. They're on our lap, so there'll be no red flag. We're showing the slippery surface flag. Track limits, watch those lines.
Yeah, my race tonight will be good. Looking forward to it.
The window is now open.
On your left.
Hey, Savvy Travi, hope you're well.
There's an incident in turn 6.
Right side. Clear right.
The gap in front is now 1.4 seconds. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit.
Cesar, hope you're well.
The gap to P2 and ahead is increasing. It's now 6.3 seconds.
Left side. Clear left.
Warnick is in takeoff position 29. I think you'll come out just in front of you. The gap in front is now 7.4.
Hey, Kimmy.
There's a faster car approaching. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
Car's reared what? Hey, Almeida.
The captain, behind us now. 0
Okay, well.
seconds. Incident in turn 6.
What do I think about the Porsche GT3 in real life? The 992.2.
Far left. Clear left.
It's not undrivable.
The captain's
But if you're going cup car racing, what else are you going to use?
7.
It's two different cars, right? Two different classes. It's like saying, what do you think of the rally car versus the off-road truck?
Far left. Clear left.
Relevance, invoke relevance.
He's pitting from P3. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you. Remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. Okay, Billy, you've got half your fuel left. There's a faster car behind. He's on our lap. We're not going to get a blue flag. The gap in front is now 8.3 seconds. There's an incident in turn 6. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Damn it. Hey, Ish, thanks for liking live. Hey, Big Duke.
He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag. Direction group of slower cars. Is an incident in the loop.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Thank you both.
Out to V2 in front is now 7.3.
I have my own Ratatouille episode going on. I saw your Ratatouille episode. I've got exactly the same going on. We're dealing with it. I'm afraid they're going to get into the wiring looms of the car. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll send you a picture. We're dealing with it.
Pitting from A12. We expect him to come out a bit behind you.
One down, suspected one to go.
Right side. Clear right.
There's a faster car behind. We're racing them for position so there'll be no blue flag. Coming up on a slower class car.
This thing's like a gerbil.
Halfway home. We think we're to 5. Lots of fuel remaining. Hello, behind.
Left side. Clear left.
Hey there.
Hello, behind is pitting.
Hello.
Probably I'll pop up on your screen here.
Yeah, we put some rabbit shot in.
Speaking of mice, I was doing an engine swap in a barn once. There was a bunch of mice in the back corner, and they ended up stealing my transmission harness. And I found it later turned into a nest.
Yeah.
On your right.
I know a guy with 28 grand's worth of damage on an Audi R8.
Oh my lord.
They climbed up into the rear bulkhead and just went to town.
Oh, that's insane.
Whole engine out job, strip the wiring loom out, the whole lot. And of course, once you go to a dealer and start saying, can you strip the wiring loom out? They're like, yeah, when? Let me see, I'm washing my hair. No one wants to strip a wiring loom out at a dealer, so you know what I mean?
No, never.
Clear left.
Faster car approaching. Is racing us for position. Don't expect a blue. Coming up on a slower class car.
Yeah, 28 grand. Couldn't find a dealer to do it. They're like, yeah, we're busy. No one wants to go after a loom. It's alright if you're working on a plastic car, you're going to strip it back to bare metal anyway, you know what I mean? But I'm digging around an aluminum modern car, it's just a nightmare, right?
Left side. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. On your left.
I need to run 4 clean Porsche Cup races today.
Good luck with that.
Class. I'm going to start from the pits, like a little baby,
There's an incident in Stoke.
and crawl my way
Slow
forward.
car.
Worst comes to worst, they sell adult diapers.
Three laps of fuel.
Hey, Big Duke, it's a big shame you're not on earlier. We got 25 people registered for GR86s tonight at Daytona.
Must go up, watching. Racing must be
That'll be 5 p.m. your time, but you'll be working, right?
reflectors now. 13 seconds. There's an incident in Vale. Looks like Mellow.
Well, free practice starts at 5. Race starts at 5:30. The Mazda Endurance Series is coming back at the end of the month as well, Friday night. But again, sadly, I think that'll be about 3-4 p.m. your time on a Friday. The only time we could really make it work. Siri, cancel.
Roll. He's pitting from position 8. England closer to
Car right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Ish, thanks for liking life.
Gap to B2. Ahead is increasing. It's now 14 seconds. Two laps of fuel. This is brilliant. Keep it up. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes. Slow
Damn it.
fast car ahead.
Car right. Clear right.
I'll take you on a straight, Carol.
Right side. Clear right.
Thank you.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P2, right ahead of P1. Crocchio ahead is pitting. Left front 78%, left rear 90. There's traffic behind. Coming up on a slower class car.
Yo, Rockets.
Car right. Clear right.
Leaders pitting now.
Thank you.
Incident in the box.
On your right-hand side.
Car left. Clear left.
Thank you so much. Good.
Slower class car ahead. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. Cover traffic.
On your left. Clear left.
The gap is in P2, ahead is now 12 seconds.
On your right. Clear right.
That's 4 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. Feel the podium here.
Thanks, Betsy.
Lane car is in T1 position, 25. He should be a little bit behind when he comes out.
Max is getting, DJ Defcat's getting rowdy. Worried about that camera behind me.
My cat takes my camera at least twice per stream.
I can't afford for it to take the camera.
Class car.
It's one of those cameras. I got you. I got you.
Remember I used to do video and media. That camera over my shoulder is about $10,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, that
It's like-
camera is not Not my
$5,000 body with a camera, with a monitor and a lens and all sorts of bits and pieces on it.
I got a DJI Action 4.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a DJI
handle the
Action 4.
impact.
You know, I'm not playing snob on it, but
Oh no. I was just saying it can handle the impact from the cat abuse. That's why I leave the case on it.
yeah, Invoke wants it.
Clear left.
Clear out to Crocchio in front is now 12 seconds. You've got half your fuel left.
That camera on my shoulder is currently sitting going, what's wrong with my life? Where did I go wrong? Why am I just doing webcam at 1080p?
Far left. Clear left.
He's settled. Other Canon cameras, mothers are saying, when you're a naughty boy, you'll go to BillyOirish's studio and you'll just be broadcasting 60p at 25p for the rest of your life.
Left, 2 minutes.
Start threatening them when they don't work.
There's an incident in the loop.
You're just a no good. You'll end up like a webcam like your father. Sit in some YouTuber studio, streaming and stuff.
You'll never see the sun again.
You wouldn't know bokeh if it hit you in the face.
Left side. Clear left.
If you don't end up stay in school and learn the rule of thirds, you'll end up like your father, a webcam. Mom, no!
There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy
Don't let him
fighting
do
each
this
other.
to me, please.
Do you want to grow up and be 7K open gate like a good boy? Or do you just want to be a dirty 1080p UVC feed? I know that USB line can become addictive, son.
Too funny.
Mainlining power all day, not relying on a battery. I know it gets addictive. You gotta give it up. Break free of the HDMI.
Right side. Still there. Clear right.
Your Netflix, your forefathers didn't go ahead of you to fight for Netflix certification just so you could sit in a room.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
1 gallon remaining. Slower class coming.
On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Stewards and orders for cutting the traffic. Keep it between the white lines. 1 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
Left side. Clear left. Car right. Clear right.
West.
Right side. Clear right.
Stay away from that HDMI girl.
Abby, you think it might be? Hello.
She's had more cables than I care to remember. Cheap unshielded hussy. She'll let anyone plug into her.
Crocchio ahead is increasing. It's now 18 seconds. Half a gallon of fuel remaining.
Your DV cam father didn't fight for high resolution just for you to sit in a room on a pedestal. Thinking 1080p was work. Spinning your fans.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
You were made of better stuff.
Coming up
Well, it was Morgan Freeman voiceovers yesterday, 3D. It's just the drugs wearing off, I swear. I'm gonna take my medication for lunch. It'll be better. Sorry if I got in anyone's way.
Nice one. Well done, Billy.
He has settled down now. Now in a Morgan Freeman style. Good race, dude. Right, let's go find somebody to raid. I need a break. It's 12:30. We got 3 streams today. Remember, we have. What do we get for that? Let's have a look. We have 25 people, I think it is, registered. But not all of you have registered in SimGrid, and I need you all to register in SimGrid. So, if you haven't, do so. If you have problems registering in SimGrid, I'll be keeping an eye on the Discord today. I can register you on your behalf if you're having problems, but I prefer if you guys would register it rather than me do all the legwork. Quite simple. Click on the Discord link and that's it. The link for SimGrid is in the BillyOirish leagues. It's in the GR86. See what we got for the safety rating. If you don't already, like Ish, for example, I haven't seen Ish before, but they've been liking all morning. If you don't, stick a follow in. Think about giving us a follow on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Come join us in the Discord. Yanni, can you drop me a message? Yannick, Yannick, drop me a message en français and I will translate it. After that, we got 0.02. We lost 26 iRacing. It's a positive in some ways. 5x that did us in. Yeah, I am going to call it. So yeah, Discord, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Let's find somebody to raid. I'll be back in 2 hours, 20 minutes. Back for 3 p.m. Whereas the Europeans go 3 p.m. They use their thumb. PM UK, 4 p.m. CET. Let's find some.
All right, I'll see you later, Billy.
Thanks for joining. Appreciate
You
it.
too, of course.
Yeah, Pud, we're nearly ready. Hang on a second, dude. I'm trying to think what I'm having for lunch, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know. Go out. Where to go out? Where? Who's about? Let's see. Let's see who are following that's about. See Tony Keys around. Let's give Tony a raid. Come and said hello. I'll say look after yourselves, look after each other. All the very best.